If you're new to the channel, welcome, bienvenidos. Pero if you've been here for a while, you should know by now how big of a Warhammer 40k fan I am. Specifically, the Space Wolves Legion, my legion. Recently, Joytoy put out some new Primarchs for their Horus Heresy line. One of which happened to be the Primarch of my very own legion, Space Wolves. That's right, you guessed it, the Emperor's Executioner, Leman Russ. Leman Russ, the Primarch of the Space Wolves, the Emperor's Executioner. One of the things that I noticed immediately was the size of the box. Definitely bigger than the other standard Space Marines. And that's just partly because the Primarchs are bigger than their Space Marine sons or daughters. And the figure definitely kind of shows that. The packaging was definitely nice to see that they made sure that the actual, and here we are, all in its glory, Leman Russ, Primarch of the Space Wolves. So he just immediately what I noticed was he was massive, much bigger than the other Space Marine legionnaires that we've had on the channel. So big, bulky, definitely a harder plastic this time around, and a mass and wealth of articulation from every side. So the elbows had rotation and vertical and horizontal rotations. Even the shoulder padding was had vertical rotation and movement articulation. The leather parts felt leathery, even though they weren't really leather. The dagger on his hilt there, that was interesting. It came out. I was like, what the hell? That was really nice touch. You didn't have to do that, so that was really nice. It looks like the head is on a ball joint, so it swivels left to right, up and down. His knees have articulation, and one thing I was like, wait, what? The end of the toes there is posable as well, so you can get like a kneeling pose or just able to articulate even the foot, so that way you can get really nice poses out of him. I was surprised by the detail of the actual figure this time around. Sometimes you get like manufactural defects and stuff like that, but this didn't. Not this one. This one was super clean. The colors were really nice, and it's the old school Space Marine, Space Wolves coloring with the gray and the red and the bronze. And they moved over to the baby blue later on, but this was their original colorway, so it's nice that they kept that scheme. Here I'm going to take out his rune shield. Just again, it was like a super durable plastic too, but it was like heavy. I was interested, like it was interesting to see like these things had weight to them. And in a second, I'm going to just be like so impressed by the detail and how they sound. So here, look, you can even, I was clanking them because like it actually had and held weight. It was really cool. Super sick on that. Yeah, super sick on that. Here we go. I'm just taking out more of the other accessories. So this is the sword. And the sword reminds me of a lot of Frostmourne from World of Warcraft. So it's really nice that they brought that here. Then we have like a plate for him to sit on. His bolter, special equipped bolter. It's super sick. The revolving bolter is so nice. Again, the color is really detailed. Not a lot of scratching, not a lot of warping. They took a lot of detail into making this figure stand very much above the rest. We have some additional hands for posing purposes. So we have some more of that grip, some fists. And just also the axe as well. So And then lastly, we just have an alternate face for him. The more calmer, stoic looking Leman Russ face. Yeah, super sick. And that's pretty much it for Leman Russ. Let's get into some action shots.